Hello, everyone. This is week 2. Um, what we are going to be focusing on today is intuitive and mindful eating. So before we get into our practice for this week, make sure you have something that you are going to eat at the end of it. So I chose a grape. You could use, I've used a cranberry before. I've used a craisin, a raisin. I would suggest for this first practice, just something small that's kind of like one bite. And then when you explore it later on in the week, see if you can do it with a whole meal or a snack, even an almond, like something small. So just make sure you have that. We are going to tap into the body and our senses first, and then we're going to bring that presence and awareness into our mindful eating practice. So finding a comfortable seat, we will be here for about 15 minutes. I'm going to be doing the entire practice on my chair. I just want to make sure that you guys can see my body. I'm going to give this a little bit of an adjustment. There, that's much better. Okay, so keeping your feet rooted on the ground, because we want to remain grounded while we're doing this. And start to close your eyes, drawing your attention and awareness interoceptively into your body. Without changing anything, take a moment to first notice. Noticing your breath. Noticing your inhale and your exhale. Notice the quality of your breath. Consistency. Notice the rhythm. Maybe the inhale feels longer or shorter than the exhale. Notice where you feel your breath in your body. Is it mostly in the front of your body? Sides, back? Is it more in your shoulders or chest? And let's start to invite a radiant breath. 3-dimensional breath. So as you inhale, you're going to fill and expand in all directions, almost like you're filling up a ball or a balloon in your body. And then as you exhale, let it all go, everything drawing back into center. While you're doing this, take a moment to also notice the gentle pause after your inhale. Hold the breath for one moment and then exhale, let it out. Hold the breath for one moment. Notice that pause and then invite it back in again. We're going to invite that pause into this meditation, into our eating, to slow everything down. In yoga, sometimes we call that the sweetness. Pause of breath, the pause of life. And start to invite your attention and awareness into your body. Just doing a gentle body scan. Notice if there's any tension in the face or jaw or neck, shoulders, belly. See if you can soften into these spaces. Forehead, jaw, tongue, shoulders, heart and chest. your belly. Allowing your body to relax and let go. And then take a moment here to imagine your favorite food. Just using imagery. Notice if you feel any change in your mind or body. Notice if your mouth starts salivating. Maybe a memory of joy comes up or pleasure. Just take a moment to breathe into that. And letting that go. And start to think of the word hunger. And what that word means to you. Why do you eat? Notice what comes up first. Maybe for joy or pleasure. Maybe for nutrition or nourishment. Maybe out of habit or time. Maybe because someone tells you to eat. What is true hunger to you? And then gently let that go. Try to let go of any thoughts or associations to the past or future around food. Coming back into the breath, into the now, into the present moment. Connecting to your feet, feeling them rooted into the earth. Knowing that you are supported and safe, stable. I'm going to read a poem here before we explore eating food. Release the harsh and pointed inner voice. It's just a throwback to the past and holds no truth about this moment. Let go of self-judgment, the old learned ways of beating yourself up for each imagined inadequacy. Allow the dialogue within the mind to grow friendlier and quiet. Shift out of inner criticism and life suddenly looks very different. I can say this only because I make the choice 100 times a day to release the voice that refuses to acknowledge the real me. What's needed here isn't more prodding toward perfection, but intimacy, seeing clearly and embracing what I see. Love, not judgment, sows the seeds of tranquility and change. Love, not judgment, sows the seeds of tranquility and change. This is a poem from Donna Fold, Self-Observation Without Judgment. We are going to bring this into our mindful eating practice. Bringing some self-observation and awareness without judgment. So take a moment to start to flutter your eyes open. And then bringing your gaze to your food without touching. Take a moment to notice it. Notice its shape, color, texture. Any blemishes, maybe it's shiny, right? Checking in with what kind of qualities, what kind of gunas do you see within your food? Maybe it's rough or hard. Pick up your food and then take a moment to explore this with the sense of touch. Feeling your food, the texture, the shape. My grape is quite smooth, but there's a few little rough spots at the tip of it. It's oval in shape. And it's cool. You can feel the coolness and connecting with these qualities. And take a moment to smell your grape. Sorry, your food, whatever food you have. Smell it a few times and notice if you can smell anything from it. Start to notice if you can feel more saliva and moisture forming in your mouth without even eating. Bringing that awareness, that digestion begins with the senses, with our sight, our touch, our smell, even hearing, right? Hearing people prepare food. We're not really tapping into hearing until we're going to start to eat our food. We're going to hear ourselves chewing. So take a moment before biting to place the food into your mouth. Closing your eyes and then start to move it around your mouth. If it's too large, bite a little piece of it off. See if you can taste any of it by just having it in your mouth, moving it around. When you're ready, start to bite into it. Hearing yourself bite into it. Chewing. Feel the taste on your tongue, in your jaw, in your mouth. Sweetness, sour, astringent, bitter, pungent, salty. Notice what ones come up for you. Make sure you bring it to both sides of your mouth. Chewing for 20 to 30 chews, not needing to count. Notice if the taste starts to change as you're eating it. My grape was quite sour and sweet and juicy at the beginning. Now it's starting to get a little bit dry and bitter and astringent. When you are complete, take a moment feeling into your mouth. You can even take your tongue, move it around your teeth. And gently place your hands on your heart. I'm going to take a moment here to bring some gratitude into the food we just ate. To what brought it here into our home, into our mouths, into our bodies. The people that grew it, maybe you did, or a friend or family member, maybe someone you don't know. All the love and attention that was put into that food, the energy from the sun and the soil, connecting with all of the elements that are within the food, air, and ether, and fire, and water, and earth. And then connecting with the nourishment and nutrients that is providing for your body. And take a moment to give thanks for that food and thanks to your body for all that it does, for your digestive tract, for how it can absorb, ingest, absorb, and digest nutrients. And then we're going to take our hands together in Anjali Mudra and gently press them into the heart. We're going to bow the head towards the heart, connecting qualities of the mind, qualities of our hearts, love, compassion, forgiveness, gratitude, and acceptance. Knowing that we are whole and complete exactly as we are, honoring the love and light that resides within each one of us. Namaste. Thank you, everyone, for doing this little intuitive and mindful eating practice with me. And see if you can explore it with 1 or 2 meals throughout this week. And you may even want to do an abbreviated version, maybe just connecting into your heart and connecting with your food and where it came from first. Have a great day.